gotten up very early and most of my household is still asleep, so I'm going to talk quite quietly. Phasmophobia developers have released their roadmap for 2024. Welcome back. We've got some news for you. As usual, all work in progress. Roadmap 2024 means new beginnings and a new roadmap for the game. You may notice some changes on the new roadmap, one of which is we've removed any predicted dates for upcoming releases. Yeah, that's fair. Historically, the dates for upcoming releases have been very wishful thinking, I guess. Secondly, there's a new section at the bottom of the roadmap. These new features, maps, and smaller updates will be pushed live as soon as they're ready. Okay, so they're not going to be part of any major update, they're just going to be given to us at the earliest possibility, without the need to wait for a major update. Lastly, you can see that Horror 2.0 will be the last major milestone for the game, and the one that takes us out of early access. That makes sense to me, and I always felt like that was probably going to be the way they were going to go anyway. I was always surprised that that wasn't going to be the case. This doesn't mean development for the game will cease, as we'd still like to add more equipment, ghosts, and locations after 1.0 finally arrives. More ghosts? Are you shitting me? There's 24 of them already. That's a lot of ghosts. I reckon more locations could be added as DLC. I mean, these guys, the game is not all that expensive at the moment. At the moment, its standard price is 20 Australian dollars, and it's only 16 Australian dollars at the moment. On special, guys. If you haven't got the game, buy it now. That's very cheap for the content you're getting. The next big thing we should be expecting is another lighting overhaul. What is eye adaptation? Does anyone know? Screen space GI, progression rate improvements, item tier adjustments, and shop version 3. I'm definitely looking forward to shop version 3. At the moment, the shop frustrates the shit out of me. I won't play solo, mostly because the shop is crap. Another lighting overhaul is interesting. They don't like the way the lighting works at the moment. New tasks, new optionals, reward changes, a photo overhaul, video evidence. That's going to be exciting. That's cool. And new equipment, the sound recorder. New player models, new player animations, player customizations, and the CCTV overhaul. This one is probably what Unknown is looking forward to. He really wants the player models. He really wants the CCTV overhaul. And then finally, for full release, we get new ghost models, a hunt overhaul. Oh, that's terrifying. Hallucinations, they sound pretty damn cool. Events overhaul, new interactions, and much, much more. This is looking like a very exciting year for Phasmophobia. If all of this is expected for 2024, I think this game is going to be a very intriguing one to watch. Again, at the moment, it's only 16 Australian dollars. I don't know what that is in US, but like dirt cheap, probably like 11 bucks, something like that. Console update. As many of you know, console was delayed from last year's predicted release date due to several reasons. We're still hard at work trying to get this ready for you eager console players, and it'll arrive as soon as it's ready. On the other hand, with the delay comes extra changes for console players on day one. The new and improved upcoming shop experience, the upcoming adjustments to the leveling and equipment tiers, as well as minor balance changes. This will all result in console players getting the best experience as soon as they receive the game, instead of large portions of gameplay and progression changes just after it releases. They're really focusing on the I jumped ahead and I got excited. Okay, there. Ooh, I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fly through this part. Additionally, when it releases, console players will receive a game that looks and runs better. We plan to implement a large amount of optimization across the board, which will allow us to keep the game's graphical quality as close to PC as possible. All right, point hope. Okay, deep breaths, Ryan, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, we're good. The next long-awaited location for Phasmophobia will soon be upon us, Point Hope Lighthouse. As many of you avid ghost hunters deciphered our clues last year, they weren't hard to decipher, but yeah, we thought it was time to give you a sneak peek of how the new location looks. This looks so cramped and spooky. Looks like a locker you can maybe hide in under the stairs. I need this in my life. We originally planned for the lighthouse to come out sooner, but since hiring our first concept artist, Zek, we thought it was best to spend a little extra time making this unique location look extra special. Since then, CJ and Skinner have been hard at work to bring the newly created concepts to life. Not only does Point Hope feature a new visual theme, but it also offers a widely different gameplay experience, similar to the campsites. As it's a lighthouse, the rooms are circular and encompass the whole floor. This allows us to create several looping spots and plan hiding spots near or far from the staircases, forcing players to make a quick decision while running from a paranormal attacker. Below, you can see the maintenance room. As it's near the top of the lighthouse, it's quite cramped compared to the living room down at the bottom. The confined space makes for an intensely personal ghost room, not leaving much room for a breather without traversing a staircase. Oh, you've got this little hidey hole here, which looks like it might be currently blocked by the buckets, and of course there's no door on it, but I imagine that might be opened to become a hiding spot at some point. But that looks about it. I can't see any other hiding spots in this space. Some spooky red paint there. Oh my god. So damn cool. And the reference to the camp maps being similar to the camp maps suggests that there might be an outdoor area as well below the lighthouse, like so the lighthouse grounds, or maybe the top of the lighthouse. The outdoor areas. It'd be cool to see some more partial indoor-outdoor maps, like some backyard areas added to some of the houses, or the courtyard in Sunny Meadows being taken as the base for maybe a courtyard on prison. Next is the main bathroom. It's been refurbished by the newer owners of the lighthouse, but some of the work was not quite finished. The central bathtub with a wooden divider makes for a great looping spot, and the ghost has plenty of toilet roll to throw around while you hunt for evidence. Oh, that's a cute detail. I've had this happen. It's annoying. What is going on? What's with these little side wings? What's happening there? Are they going to be where the stairs are, maybe? Stairs come up one, down one, up the other, maybe? I imagine the bathroom would be pretty low to the ground, though. Farmhouse Reworks? What? Looking a little further ahead, Zach has been hard at work with the next two reworks, Bleasdale and Grafton. We found that while the farmhouses make for good locations, they're incredibly visually similar. Yes, they are. And in layout. Yeah, kind of. I get them confused all the time. We want to push them further apart by giving each farmhouse its own identity and theme. Both farmhouses will receive a reasonably sized layout adjustment, with a focus on making the buildings feel more authentic. This means fewer bedrooms and bathrooms, and more rooms with purpose for the family that may have lived there. Grafton, the smaller farmhouse, has seen better days. In the new design, floors, ceilings, and windows collapsing, furniture broken or covered in sheets, ready to be packed, and dust and cobwebs covering every nook and cranny. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I like that. It's going to have a very Sunny Meadows vibe to it. I hope they don't go too overboard. I do feel that some parts of Sunny Meadows, they did go a little bit overboard with the dilapidated feel. There's an awful lot of beds in some of those corridors and a lot of blood on the walls that I feel doesn't actually add to the spooky vibes for me. I feel like it more detracts from the horror element by just going a little bit too over the top. The twin bedroom has been converted into a large seamstress workshop. Ah, nice. Full of old mannequins, lovely, rolls of cloth and fabric, and drawings scattered amongst the floor. The many clothes rails scattered among the floor make great hiding spots and areas to loop ghosts. Just don't look the mannequins in the eye. Okay. Moving on. I don't like dolls. Is this going to be the new attic? Oh my word, that's gorgeous. Bleasdale will receive the opposite treatment. As it is such a large building, we wanted to nudge it closer to the grand mansion-style house it once was. I read that sentence wrong, but we're going to run with it. Rooms will be ornate and cluttered with statues and expensive belongings. Some rooms have been repurposed, with one bedroom now becoming the owner's collectible room, filled with rare objects from his travels, guns, cultural trinkets, and memorabilia filling glass cases. Another bedroom has been converted into the wife's tea room, adorned with doilies, plates painted with cute animals and lots of pink. Lastly, the attic has had quite the overhaul. The staircase has been moved, and the room itself has been split into two parts. The first half is the attic storage, crammed to the brim and with barely stable boxes, old furniture, and dusty memories. The second half has been inhabited by the couple's granddaughter, a girl that loves the unknown. Her half-converted bedroom is covered with witchy belongings, suspiciously haunting books, and dream catchers. Oh, she's one of those. Are we going to be relocating all of the haunted objects up into this space? Is that what they're going to... I know with all of the larger maps, all of the haunted belongings are fairly close to the door. They're all in one room, fairly close to the door. I feel like with some of the other maps, they might try to do the same thing to make them easier to find and use. I don't know how I feel about that. Personally, I'd rather them be a bit more scattered and interesting to find. But hey, I can see these spinning as an interaction, just being made to spin. Okay, cute. I can see the mirror hanging up there. The first update from the roadmap will be next week. That's very, very soon, when we remove the holiday event. And we'll include the lighting changes, new eye adaptation, which I'm really interested to know what that is, and screen space global illumination settings. That's it for Development Preview 16. We'll catch you soon with more teasers. And the fact that version 0.9 is coming out next week, or is planned to, at least, planned to come out next week, is very, very exciting. You know what I will be doing. Trying to work out what eye adaptation is, obviously. Anyway, hope you join us there. So please join us for that. Let us know if you want to see us play something else. And as always, happy hunting. All right, Point Hope. Sorry, I went supersonic there. New lighthouse map. Yes. I froth for a new map. Every time there's a new map, I just like, give it to me, baby. Eye adaptation. What is eye adaptation? Does anyone know? Adorned with doilies. Oh my god, that guy had a small heart attack. This is going to be a big update. This is what I like. Did that make sense to anyone?